help. That's how you start a first stream proper, is with a hiccup. Hi, guys. And welcome to the very first episode of Donna Peplin Creek with Brian from Peplin Creek Aquatics and I, Roxanne from Foxy's Fishes. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Is there an echo in here? I can't believe I did that. I was muted, guys. Sorry. But I forgot what I was supposed to say. I hope you all have had a fantastic Sunday so far. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are filling in this evening for Danica and Aquatics, who are out camping, so I hope they're having a blast. And it's also going to be a preview of what the live streams will be for the membership live streams going forward from now. So we will be talking what's going on the compound going forward. We'll be showing you some of the fish tanks, and we'll be taking questions from chat. So before we go ahead and start showing some of our tanks, I'm going to go through chat and participant list and say hello to those who've joined us so far. So let's call about the participant list. And we have and hello to Craig's Catfish Cave, Amisa, Atkins Nature Aquariums, Bigfoot Fish Tanks, Chris Aquazone, 2, Cool Gamer, Dennis Christensen, Dee Dee's Finzen, Dragon Lair, Fish on Tank Ticks, Geek Boy, Jeff Kane, Jenna P, Jimmy P, Lady R, Legacy Hobbyist, Monster Fish Gal, Paul McCarthy, Plushy Aquatics, RD Youngbauer. That's a new name to me. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Richard Reynolds, Scotty the Fish Freak, Silver Creek Aquatics, and Stephen P. 2003. Thank you all for joining us this evening.
You got to play that membership thing for Jeff.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you so very much, Jeff, for becoming a member before the stream. Thank you for reminding me. It may be mermaid themed, but it still applies. Thank you so very much for joining the show.
Didn't Fission have an early super chat?
Yes, he did. It was it a super chat or a super stick? I think it was a super chat. So you know what, Fission? Here you go. This is fun already. So first off this evening, we were going to start with showing the tank of our Celestial Pearl Daniel juveniles. And we have these guys in with our crocodile toothpick fish colony. I'm new here. As well as with our blue dream shrimp. We also have a second colony of blue dream shrimp going in here as well. These guys we currently have listed on our Peplin Creek Aquatics website. These guys are first generation tank bred, and they are already of spawning size. They are gorgeous little guys. They do so well here for us on the compound, and they're one of my most favorite fish.
I love shrimp.
What do you think about these guys, honey?
They're her babies.
I'm very, very much in love with the Celestial Pearl Danios, but I really am into the crocodile toothpick fish. And if we're lucky, we may even see one.
Welcome, Chris.
Yes, Chris, thank you so very much. Welcome to membership. Thank you so very much for that. So these guys have been in here for a little over a week. We added them in from our colony of the guys that we are currently selling. These guys are mostly male, but there's a couple female in here, and they've been spawning in here for a few days. I don't expect to see any fry in here, but I just thought they were a really cool addition to my little jungle tank here.
Food for the toothpicks.
Food for the toothpicks, we feed only live baby brine shrimp. They really will only eat live foods. So we hatch live baby brine shrimp to feed for them. And we mostly feed them the decapsulated hatching live baby brine shrimp from Brine Shrimp Direct. We order a jar of that every so often as we need it, and we typically hatch those guys out every day. But for these Celestial Pearl Danios, I'll switch back to us for a second. We were going to feed this food, the Aquarium Omnivore Spirulina Crumble Bits. These guys really love this food. We like to really feed this food and the Vibrant Sticks as well.
I really like these.
These foods are really, really good. And you can also get them from a local person in the fish fam, which is KJE Aquatics. Keith at KJE Aquatics strives to provide really high quality fish food to the fish fam through local companies that make small batches, use really good ingredients, and AgCore definitely fits the bill. And Keith is still having a sale until the 31st because, you know, he has to pay the tax man. The tax man cometh. So he's doing an I Hate Taxes sale. So if you use IHT20 on his website, kjeaquatics.com, you'll get 20% off your total purchase. I highly recommend these foods. Your fish will love them and they will thank you. So I'm going to put a little bit of the Omnivore crumble bits in here for these little fishies. And then I will pop back out chat because I can't do everything all at once. So here you guys, here's some yummy nums. Sprinkle it in, let the current take it. See if that brings them out. Look at that, yep. Little sharks. I wish StreamYard gave us a little bit better color for these guys. Once I fine-tune camo and OBS, I might be able to get a better picture for you guys. But until then, these little blurs are the best we can do. Oh, and Ian says, had to pop in before I go to bed. Have a great stream, y'all. I'll catch the replay. Well, thank you so very much for joining us, Ian, and I hope you have a good night's rest.
Night, Ian.
Dee Dee said, this is a treat to see these tanks. And she said, oh, I forgot to use the discount. You might have to make another purchase then, Dee Dee. And hello to all those who have joined us in chat. I see Griffin. And Griffin will be going after us this evening, so make sure to stay tuned for him after us. And we have Chattanooga Ed in here. Welcome, Ed. Thank you for joining us. Craig says, I've never seen Belle run so fast to find the massive box that doors the neighbor's items and not her big cave coming, the disappointed face. Oh, it'll be there soon. An evening, everyone. Merrick T says, welcome, Merrick. Thank you for joining us this evening. And 3G with a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much, 3G. And you know what? I actually made a new video for the super sticker. So here's the very first time we're showing it. Enjoy. I hope you all enjoyed that, and thank you so very much for the super sticker. And Dee Dee says, getting some orange Venezuelas from Keith, hopefully getting the order finished tonight. Awesome, Dee Dee. And Shane's Tanks and Bowls, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. How are you feeling, love? Well, I hope. Snail Sister, welcome. Says, so sexy. Scotty,
love that one.
Scotty the Fish Freak says, did you see that flip? That was hot. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. And Lady Rorschach says, hi, all still here. Just trying to get some dinner. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Lady R. Dragon Lair says, snail porn? No, it's not. She still has her show on. But it is now 8:10, so we are going to move on to our next tank. So let me bring this guy down. And then I also need to stop the camera for a second, but I can still talk to you guys, and we're going to move the camera over to the very next tank. Oops, just got my finger.
find
Of course
her.
I did. Of course I did. I caught my finger in the flipping eye thingy, the tripod. Of course I did that. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what it looks like.
Okay, well, we can see from here. Well, we can fine tune it on stream. That's what we're seeing so far. Move these guys over here. This also helps us figure out how we're going to be able to do this going forward, because this is going to be how we will be doing this monthly for our member streams going forward. We're not sure of what date or time we're going to be going yet. That's still to be determined. Tonight we're just filling in for Daniken as they're out having fun. Now this tank is the longfin paleatus tank and the orange Medaka tank. Now the light is a little bright in there, so they're a little flushed out. Do you want this screen to see if you can try that up there, honey? We've been using these shade screens and it helps with the lights. So they're not so bright. And it really seems to help. The leaves look phenomenal. I'm not even sure what kind of crypts those are. A local aquarist brought those over. Absolutely love them. I believe he said he had them. Yes. I believe he said he had them in his 90-gallon and he pulled some for us, and I absolutely love them. The Corys love to lay on them. They look so stinking cute on them.
Putting some crumble.
And Brian is adding some spirulina crumble bits to the tank now from AdCore. Amelia Rorschach says she's replied to our email, sent a text too. Okay, I'll check that after the stream, Lady R. Thank you. And next, we're going to put in some of the vibrant sticks from AdCore. The Corys go bananas for these things. And Lady R says, what is your magic trick to help them retain their color? For the crypts, nothing special. We don't use any kind of fertilizer, no special substrate. That's just carrot seed natural substrate. You know, the fish poop a lot, and that fertilizes the plants, and they do really well. The light really isn't that bright, but it is adjustable. It is an aqua sky, and the plants do really well under it.
Except I got to get on my phone that's being used as the camera to adjust it. So.
Yeah, so it's as bright as it's going to be for now. Oh, Shane said about his axolotls, the girls are fat little hammies and always come up to the tank to be fed. I'm glad they're doing so well for you, Shane. I'm keeping you happy. Those were little hams. Now these longfin paleatus, we typically have a bazillion of one of these. These are the part of the pack that we recently sent to Stephen P. and Jenna P. These are the adult breeders. And they're fat and sassy and very happy. They absolutely love the AdCore food. The vibrant sticks they'll chase each other for. These orange Medakas, we haven't had that very, very long. They've recently just started laying some eggs for us. We've had just a couple of fries so far. So they're just starting to kick off for us, and we're really hoping to have those soon available. Let's see. Yeah, for the crypt, says Lady R. Awesome. Love the carrot seed substrates in conjunction with the fish's contributions to fertilize the tank. Yes, works very well, Lady R. And as you can see, these guys are very happy on this substrate. It's gentle on their barbels. They love it. These guys are just very happy. Oh, and there's one of their little babies. You can see that his fin is just starting to really elongate his dorsal. Right now, it just looks like he has a straight little mohawk or a single feather. Oh, Dragon Lair says that they look like Crispus crypts. Well, thank you for that, Dragon Lair. I had no idea what they were. I just knew they were very pretty.
Isn't Crispus up on the
It is enough Carnegie, and I know these are crisps, but maybe there's a
I
Christmas
do have
crisp
Christmas somewhere.
somewhere in one of these many many tanks. Who knows where it would be? Well, it will be. But yeah, you can see the little baby down with his parents. He's so brightly colored. He's gorgeous.
It's doing like a try to focus type thing.
Yeah, it'll do. The camera will do that when it's bright.
It's almost
It's trying to focus. No, it's because the objects are moving. But that's StreamYard, guys. Does anyone have any questions about these guys? They're relatively very easy to care for. They're not very picky as far as food. Like I said earlier, they really love the Aquarium foods, which you can get through KJE. And they're just happy little guys. Nothing special really with these guys. We have them in a 20 high. They're just little hams. Love them so much. And Richard Reynolds says, any luck with the Kanaki yet? Still waiting on them, Richard. They're just sitting there and looking pretty. And Benjamin says, did you say they are longfin paleatus? Yes, Benjamin, they are longfin paleatus. Their dorsals tend to go past their tail fins, as you can see with the one male on the right, the front right corner. Now their tail fins won't be long, but their dorsal and mostly their pectoral fins will be as well, but sometimes they'll break their pectoral fins. And in 2 more minutes, we'll be moving on to the next tank. So enjoy this little wiggle squad for 2 more minutes.
Guppies.
Yes.
Guppies.
And then 2 minutes, a little less than 2 minutes, we'll be moving on to the muck guppy tank with these super red bristlenose plecos. It's a whimsical little world full of lots of plants and
So that should be fun.
yes. Oh, Steven said ours are doing great. That's so good to hear, Steven. Are they eating you out of house and home yet? And Dee Dee says one has to see their fins to just see how long they really are. Yes, Dee Dee. Us saying they're long fin doesn't do justice until you see how long they truly are. And Melvin says, very beautiful tank. Thank you so very much, Melvin. Scotty says, can we see your fish room and racks, the behind the scenes of the master breeders? Yes, you can, Scotty. That'll be one of the things we'll be showing on our member-only streams in the future. But we won't be showing that tonight. Tonight we'll be showing a few selected tanks. Richard said, mine just laid again, but my green laser Corey's nothing. Oh, you are so very lucky with those Kanakis, Richard. We did pick up an Oro system. We still have to install it, but we're going to be giving that a try next to see if that helps our Kanakis do anything.
Yeah, we didn't get none from our green lasers either yet.
No, but they've been doing a lot of dancing. Thank you so very much for dropping Keith's link, Corey. That's what these little fishies are feasting on right now is the Agcore Vibrant Sticks and the Agcore Crumble Bits from the KJE website. Keith carries a myriad of fantastic foods for your fish and your shrimpies. So definitely check him out. And if you guys are in the market before the 31st, you can use IHT20 to save 20% off your total order. Now I'm going to pause this camera and we're going to move the camera down to the next tank. And this is our mixed colony of muck guppies and our super red bristlenose plecos. And we also have some Borneo loaches in here too, but I'm not sure if you guys will see them. They're very shy. They're very fast.
Steven will like this one.
Yes, he will. Let's see. What did I miss in chat? Lady Rorschach says, this stream is just wonderful. Just listening to Roxanne's soothing and pleasant voice while looking at amazing fish. Thank you, Lady R. You flatter me. Hello, Bunny Viper. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And here is the next tank. Let's see how this looks.
See what I do.
Just a little bit to the left. You see in the corner off the tank. There we go. I really love this tank. This is the tank I make a lot of shorts looking up from the bottom through the canopy. We just trimmed it back a little bit. It was so loaded with these plants. These fish do so well. Like these plants grew up and made a canopy of themselves. And it was just so like ethereal to look up through the canopy with all the little guppy babies swimming through it. It's beautiful. So we're getting the vibrant sticks in first. Maybe the plecos will get a couple. We'll see. Vision says Peplin and Foxy's have one Corey with fins so long I get beeper reception. You still have a beeper fish? Oh goodness. Oh no, Chad jumped. There we go. And Richard says, my kanaki seem to be laying in moss and the glass by the moss. They're moss layers. We tried them with sauce. We've tried them with all kinds of plants, guppy grass, all different kinds of Ludwigias, and our normal methods have not worked. But we don't keep a lot of moss, but maybe that is a medium we should try, especially if they're interested in it. Now, is it normal moss or peat moss? And plus she says, wow, that's a beautiful tank. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hello, Jen-Yu. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, he wants to see us.
There are fireworks here, and our cat, Frankie, is having fit. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Jen. Hopefully, Frankie will settle down.
Oh.
And Chattanooga Ed, thank you so very much for the, was that a super sticker?
Yep.
So he gets the stripper snail. Hold on one second. And thank you so very much for your super sticker, Ed. Did I forget to show you that before you uploaded it?
No, I didn't see that.
I thought it was cute. Oh, and we have Only Oscars joining us, Showmate. Thank you so much for joining membership. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for becoming a member of the show. So Richard says he's using Christmas and peacock moss and with his kanakis, and that's what they're spawning on. Interesting. Dee Dee says that's one sexy snail. The Vibe says I'm eating pizza and lurking. Well, thank you for joining us, Vibes. Enjoy your pizza. Only Oscar says you saved me from picking up cat poop. Thanks. Red Laser, good evening. Thank you for joining us. We're currently watching our guppy pit, or guppy mosh pit. I know, I'm so dyslexic, it hurts. But in here we have some blue Hawaiian guppies, and we have some, dragons. Viennas.
Dragons.
My skeletons that I was working on but gave up on.
Can't really see them very well.
No. But this is like the stream to figure out how we're going to do it going forward. So kind of like the hot mess, we mess it up until we figure it out. Benjamin says, I really like this tank. So much activity. Thank you so much, Benjamin. This tank is really peaceful to watch, but it is quite a mosh pit once you drop some food in there. Welcome, Barbara. Thank you for joining us this evening. Dee Dee says, I don't think they have an ugly tank in the house. I'm trying to think of one.
Maybe one of the bare axolotl things.
Yeah, probably the 20 long that's just empty. That's not that pretty. Oh, that's a beautiful view. I love that crypt so very, very much. Yeah, the plex are starting to come to the front. Click, 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 little pleck goes plecking. And Lady Rorschach says, mosh pit tanks are glorious. Yes, I love it, Lady R. There's always so much activity in there. Only Oscar says, that's how I do it. And Jen Yu, super chat says, add this to your fun fund. You deserve it. Oh, you are so very sweet, Jen. Thank you so, so very much. Thank you again, love. These are fun. Now we're going to have this tank in view for another 4 minutes before we move on to the next tank. Hopefully the plecos make their way to the front a little faster. Yeah, they're starting to make it up there. These guys are exquisite. The camera doesn't even do them justice for how brilliant their red is. And we also have these guys currently available on the Peplin Aquatics Get-Go store. The plecos. But these would be the plecos that you would receive in your order. They are gorgeous, little happy little babies. Lady Rorschach says, mosh pits or feeding time are insane. So much activity, and I have to ensure that everyone gets something to eat. Yes, Lady R. Sometimes they can hold pellet to themselves and just swim away with it. Dee Dee says, I think the ones I got from Geek Boy look like that crypt. Yeah, Geek's crypts are gorgeous. I think, is that, I'm not even sure what that crypt is. I wanted to say it was lutea, but it might be Wendenti Brown. I used to be a plant person, but I forgot it. And it all left me. I left it behind for fish and axolotls.
Thank you, Lori.
Yes, Lori, thank you so very much for dropping that link. Richard says, Roxanne, I can send you some moss if you would like. Oh, I would love that, Richard. Yes, please. Send me a text and we can talk about it after the stream if you wouldn't mind. Maybe that's the key. Because we've tried other plants and they don't seem interested. But when they first got here, they produced a small batch for us. And that
they were all in the glass.
Yeah.
First spawn they did were all in the glass.
Yeah, but there was a lot of plants in there and they spawned between the plant and the glass. So the tank that they're in now isn't as heavily planted, but there's still quite a few plants in there. But yeah, we still got to try again. We're not giving up yet.
Yeah, it'll go.
Eventually. Hopefully sooner than later would be nice. And Lady R says, I love my little super red bristle. Looks like she is really a he with nice long bristles. Aw, Lady R, that's cute. Very possible because when we send these guys out, we do mail them out unsexed. So we're not quite sure if they're male or female yet. So he or she may be a he, and that's still okay. Did I miss Fatherfish come in? Thank you for joining us, Fatherfish. I see someone talking to him in chat, but I'm not seeing him on the list. Let's see. Achille might send me over. I was hoping one of the Borneo loaches would come out, but they're not gonna. I think there's too much activity and they're just not ready yet.
Keep it on here for a second.
You're gonna find one? Oh, there's one of my little flaps. No, but he's kind of there. But, these guys are the ones with the spots. I have 3 with spots and I have 1 with stripes, and I'm looking for more stripes for him because the 3 with the spots don't like to hang out with him, and I feel like he's lonely. So if anybody knows the difference and where I can find the striped one versus the spotted one, please let me know. Yes, I love this tank. And it is now 8:30, so I'm going to take this camera down so you can go and move it over to the tank. This one's going to take a little bit longer to move because he has to go behind the backdrop. And the next fishies we have up for view are going to be the purple harlequin resbora tank. These fish are stunning. Absolutely love these guys, and they just started spawning for us finally. We finally figured out the trick. We have a few fry growing up, And they're doing so very well. So I'm excited for you guys to see this tank. They're stunning, stunning fish. Welcome, Freaky Fish Lady. Thank you for joining us. We're just about to show you these gorgeous fishies. I already have the camera up on them. You guys are going to be a little shaken around until you adjust it just right, but they're so cute. And I forget, do we have Corys up in there with them?
Nope.
Okay, they are currently Cory. Yes, they're currently Cory free because the Corys that were in there were eating their eggs as soon as they laid them. They liked them hot and fresh, and that's how they were getting served. I can't believe I forgot that. Hello, my fish tanks Aquatics. I'm NC. Thank you for joining us this evening. Anyone else that I've missed? Thank you all for joining us. Currently at 8:32. We have 50 people in chat. That is magnificent. Thank you for spending your Sunday evening with us. It is quite a privilege. Richard says my pandas breed well in moss also. Nice, Richard. Our pandas were just spawning on whatever plants were in there. They weren't too picky here. Okay, so I'll make this big for you guys now. There we go. There's our beautiful group. Now, some of these guys are from Brennan, and some of these guys are from our local pet store, which is Ace Hardware. It's locally owned, and the fish selection in that store is exquisite. The purple on these guys is a brilliant purple. The orange is a glittery, deep orange. It's so beautiful. It truly is. Does them no justice unless you see them in person. Lydia R says, Roxanne, do you usually breed your bristles strictly color to color, i.e. super red to super red, or do you sometimes breed different colors together, such as albino and super red? Depending on what kind of traits you're trying to receive, we might crossbreed, but typically we color breed, we stick to the lines. But if we're trying to get a long fin into the genetic pool, we might cross colors then.
When I did albino to super red, all I got were mostly chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
I got one chocolate with a red tail, though. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a really cool one, but it made it for, I don't know, about 8 months.
Yeah, I don't know.
Before it passed away. I'm not sure why it passed away, though. Might have just been failure to thrive because it was
If you're doing
weird.
reds, I'd just stick red to red.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Dr. Anthony. Thank you for joining us this evening. Oh, chat jumped. See, Lady R, oh my God, I need some of these in my life for the Love Shack. When will the fry be ready for purchase, Roxanne? These guys, well, since the fry just hatched maybe 2 weeks ago, we're probably going to still need about another 3 months on these guys. Finally just figured out what the key was to get them to lay their eggs. And then we figured out the Corys are also eating their eggs. And these guys will also eat their eggs if you don't pull them out within 5 minutes of them laying them. So you literally have to be on top of them while they're spawning and pulling them. Otherwise, you don't get much fry. So now that we figured that out, we'll have some in about 3 months. Yeah, the camera is slowly falling down. Dee says, I like my eggs hot too, so I can't blame them. Monster Fish Gal says, please hit the like. Thank you. Dr. Amazon says, I like my eggs with salsa. Yeah, those so good. Eggs with salsa. Now you got me hungry, Dr. Anthony. Dee Dee says, what kind of shrimp are in that tank? Well, those are all the dark shrimp that are so dark they look black, but you hit them with the light. Some are chocolate, some are blue, some are red, but they're just so dark they look black. So we keep them in that tank together. Yes, that one I think is a jade. But then we have a chocolate next to it. But they're throwing all funky colors, so that's just kind of our mishmash Neo tank. And Vibes Aquatics sending in $1.99 super chat, sending y'all some hugs and much love. Thank you so very much for your super chat, Vibes, and here's your video. Again, thank you so very much. For some reason that the tripod keeps sliding down ever
No,
so
I'm
slowly. Well, no, you're messing with it now. I hope the tripod isn't dancing on its own. I'd be concerned. Boots and Cats, Rachel, thank you so very much for joining us this evening. I hope you're doing well. Oh, chat jumped again. This is going fast. Boots and Cat says, oh my God, I'm definitely going to need some of those raspberries. Yes, aren't they stunning? I absolutely love these guys. Dee Dee says, when my albino female and super red male fell in love, the babies were chocolates with dots. Very pretty. Aw, that is cute. Scotty says, I haven't seen you in a while, Boots and Cats. And Lady R says, thanks for so much for the clarification, Roxanne. I have some albinos from Kenny that carry the long fin gene, so I'd love to try getting some long fin babies. Nice. Well, just add a cave and 2 plecos and you'll be good. Dr. Anthony says, so stinking human and Prue, my naturally curly hair is getting all puffy. I missed it. Did you already add in the crumble bits for these guys?
Yeah.
Well, they're like ninjas. They ate it all already. That's how good this food is. They don't even let it hit the floor. Or should I say substrate? Benjamin Peters is saying fried eggs with creamy sriracha sauce is yummy. I'm not going to do sriracha. I like my stomach lining. I can't handle too much of spicy food, but I can tolerate salsa. And Dee Dee said something, but chat jumped. My chocolates recently had babies. Soon look red, some look bluish, and some are chocolate.
Bluish.
Interesting. Bluish. Yeah, bluish is a weird one. From chocolates. Interesting. I love these guys. Benjamin says that pool is getting some action tonight. Scotty said, did Foxy just call Brian a tripod? And Jenny says maybe Brian wanted to turn to dance. Oh, that's funny. Maybe Dee Dee, that would be a good one, but I'm not going to say that out loud because you'll hear him whine. Or I could put Ed on one too. That would be very interesting. Who wants to see Ed on a pole next, guys?
Put Chris on a gas pole.
Yeah, we could put Chris on a gas pole too. That'd be cool. Jenna said Brian on the pole for $50 and up super chats.
I retired, Jenna.
I'm not sure if you heard Brian, but he said he's retired. Oh goodness. Yeah, I think they're doing some spawning activity, which means we'll have to pull them midstream. And Dragon Lair says, I've seen 1 or 2 of them that came mixed in with regular harlequins at Petco. They were beautiful. Yes, Dragon Lair. They truly are beautiful. Dee says, LOL, tripod. Boots and Cat says, Bripod. John says, one of my fave of the harlequin raspberries. I love them so much. Yes, they truly are stunning. And Dee says, Brian, got to take one for the team. 3G says hashtag. 3G says hashtag helicopter. And Chattanooga answered for him, the pole would have to be reinforced. And be nice to yourself. That's not nice. And Richard says, Brian, people come out of retirement all the time. Oh, goodness. All right, well, it is 8:40 now. So we are going to move on to the next tank. So I'm going to take the camera down. It'll just be me. Hi.
All right.
So the next tank is going to be the Papau Rainbows and the Wild Caught Blue Plecos if they decide to make an appearance. Normally, like when I was trying to film the feeding video for Keith of the foods that he sent us, the blue Panox took 45 minutes to come to the front. They ate it, they loved it, but it took them 45 minutes to gain the confidence to come to the front of the tank and eat it. So maybe we'll get lucky and see them this evening, but can't guarantee. But the Papao rainbows are phenomenal. These are rainbows that I won from Aquarium, and absolutely love them so very much. But it's going to take Brian a moment to get us established in the other room. Actually, maybe he's deciding to go with the other fish tank first. Nope, he's moving. Okay. I'm just watching backstage. Oh, Ed used the stickers. I think you're the very first one to use the stickers, Ed. Thank you for that. And he's still getting it set up. Just bear with us, guys. Scotty says, I can't keep up with the convo going between Brian pole dancing, Bri pod, fish spotting, Brian's pole. Oh, it's okay. Have I had a comment up this whole time? I'm sorry, guys, for that. I'm not even over there. It looks very bright, and there's a black gap on the left side. So this is what we see. So bear with us one moment, guys, and we'll adjust it one more time. These rainbow fish are subtle in their color, but they get a beautiful red flare when they're flared up. They're so pretty, and they're voracious in their appetite. This tank may look a little cloudy because we filled it up a little bit earlier, so there's still some micro bubbles in the water. So I apologize for that, but these guys, here they go. They're so pretty. Just the lights. Bear with us.
Better?
Yes, a lot better.
It's bright, but it's very bright.
It is bright, but it looks nice. They're hovering over their spawning pile. Okay, so let me pull up chat again because chat went away. First time streaming, guys. Hold on. But she said I'm not inspecting that pole. Goodness gracious. And Dee Dee says we're going to find out exactly what is going down in Peplin Creek. Goodness. Yes, and Scotty says the hashtag to Griff stream should be down on Peplin's pool. No, Scotty, no. Jenna says, are these the Papao rainbows? Yes, Jenna, they are. Absolutely love these guys. They're the Papao rainbows that I won from Steph at Aquarium. She sent them as juveniles. They grew up relatively fast from the point that she sent them into their color, and they are amazing. We originally had them in with the Parallelis, and we've moved them to the other room with the wild blue Pinocchio. They really seem to enjoy this tank. Dee Dee says, I have to learn this emoji stuff. Well, you got it working, Dee Dee. And Red Laser says, there's Dee Dee. And Jenna says, we have some of these from Steph as well. They get a very deep red line in spawning mode. Yes, Jenna, they look so beautiful and flare. And we have some of their fry growing up as well. We have some of these, the Aves Creek Bosemani and the Kamaka rainbows growing up. Oh, and they're being fed some Agcor spirulina crumble bits at the moment. Dee Dee says Scotty's going to dream of poles tonight. Monster Fish Girl says Griffin in 15 minutes. Yes, guys, please make sure you head over to Griffin's Fish Room after our stream this evening. Dr. Anthony says, okay, I am off. Have to find some stuff on Amazon for wife to bring to Peru with her in 2 weeks. Well, thank you so very much for joining in with us, Dr. Anthony. I hope you both have a safe trip to Peru and enjoy the rest of your evening. He says Kamaka. You know what gets stuck in my head all the time about talking about Kamakas is Mele Kaliki Kamaka. It's a thing to say. That is a beautiful photo. For StreamYard, that looks stunning.
Maybe if we got blue pinox in there, maybe they'll come out.
Maybe.
Don't bet on it, but maybe they'll come out.
And Scotty says, or Jenna says, Scotty is a volunteer fireman. He's probably always dreaming about poles. Oh, goodness.
Brutal.
And RD Youngbauer says, I love that big crazy green thing in the middle, Foxy. What is that, please? That is a ball of yarn. That's a spawning mop that is just laying there doing its thing, and they'll go out throughout it and lay their eggs, and we'll pull that and to hatch the eggs out of the tank. Scotty says, Dee Dee, don't worry about my dreams about, I can't say that word, I mean poles. Oh my goodness. And Lady Rorschach says, I just had that song stuck in my head yesterday for no reason, Roxanne. It's a good song. And Ed says, I forgot to hit the button, the like button. Well, thank you so very much for remembering. I'd greatly appreciate that. These guys are beautiful. I really love them. Have you had any breeding action out of your set yet, Jenna?
Here's Papa's too.
Yes, they do from Steph as well. Really love these guys.
You got babies. I don't know how many. You got babies.
All the rainbow fish babies look the same until they don't look the same, and they're all growing up together. And Dee Dee says, where is Linky to remind us to hit the like? They're like, okay, we're out of food. We're just going to sit over here and wait. They'll be back eventually, and then we'll act like dogs again. And we'll be watching this tank for 2 more minutes before we move over to the final tank of the evening. And I'm going to let that be a surprise until we bring up the camera.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
But I guarantee it, you guys are going to love it. Steven says, upper power just now reaching maturity, and they're in a community tank, so the only rainbow fry we get are accidental. Aw. Well, if you ever want to make more, think about sticking them up in there and pulling it out. That might work. Raise them in hatch them in another tank if you want some more to share out. Scotty says, Linky probably went to bed dreaming about firefighters and poles. Jenna says, we're not actively breeding any of your rainbows currently. We have them in a community tank with Picta, Cali Tawa, and some accidental Bosmani fry that grew up. That's a really nice selection, though, Jenna. Quite the activity, I'm sure. And Richard says, how many tanks are you guys up to now? I haven't counted this month.
50, 60, somewhere around there.
Yeah, because we add and we subtract. Like we just took down the rack of axolotl.
Probably around 60.
So
right now.
Because that had us up to 80 something. So yeah, we're at probably about 60 something at the moment because that was 24. And Jenna says, what is your largest tank? Now, is that filled with water or without water?
75 that we have running.
In the house, yes.
A couple of those.
Now,
I got a 125 on the shop that'll come in someday.
And we have a 50 by 40 foot in-ground pond outside that's 7 feet deep. It is 8:50, so it's now time to move on to the next tank. So I'm just a moment. Once he gets there, I will bring the tank down. Okay, he said he's not giving them crumbles. Are you giving them sticks? Sorry, I'm yelling in your guys' ear. So I'm going to bring that down. So I'm here now. Hi. Just me in the dark looking haunted. Hi. Dee Dee says, oh, 50 to 60 chalantly. Well, yeah, I you know, I feel like we don't have enough of them yet. And Benjamin says, what's in the pond outside, Foxy? It's the native fish. So we have bluegills, pumpkin seed bluegills. We have bluegills, pumpkin seeds. There's the largemouth bass, and we have some perch as well. And of course, the always snapping turtles, because they just walk their fat little butts over here from the creek, so they're in there as well. And let's see. Let's see. And Dee Dee gifted 5 Foxy Fishes memberships. Thank you so very much for that, Dee Dee. You are phenomenal. And those memberships went to My Fish Tanks Aquatics, SC Catahoula, Silver Creek Aquatics, Why Are We Always Yelling? Mystery Snail Guardians. Welcome to membership, guys, and thank you so much, Dee Dee. So here's your membership video. And Dee Dee, here's your super. I'm going to call this a super chat video. You going to move the camera one more time, or can I bring it up?
Well, put it up.
Okay. So for the final fish tank for this evening is what Peplin Creek Aquatics is known for, and it's our blue star sapphires.
Okay.
These are our colony that are just becoming of spawning age. We've caught one with eggs in her mouth so far. They did not come to fruition, but which means they're just beginning to start. So that's very exciting. Love these guys. If you're standing by the tank and not paying them attention for too long, they will spit water out at you. Like, hey, pay us attention. So we have the breeder group. We have several males in here. We have several females in here. We do not plan on keeping it this way. We will be separating out some males to keep a male with the females, because you don't want to have a bunch of males in there because they will just tear each other apart till there's only one male left. So Chattanooga Ed with the $5 super sticker. Thank you so very much, Ed. And here's your super sticker, Dance. Thank you so very much, Ed. Craig says, work that pole. Freaky Fish Lady says, caught 24 bluegill and 2 koi and 3 goldfish a few days ago. Wow, Freaky Fish Lady. That's you catching goldfish and koi. That's crazy. She says, these are beautiful. Thank you so very much. Clashy in the house. Thank you for joining us, Clashy. So lovely to have you here this evening. We are currently showing our star sapphire cichlids, and he is feeding them the ag core sticks, the vibrant sticks. Woof. Well, yeah, they can be explosive. So we have the star sapphires in here. We have Synodontis in here, and we also have adult breeder bristlenose of varying types. So they can be chocolates, they can be reds, they can be albinos. Greg says they're a fun fish to breed and lots of fun. Yes, they're very, very active, and they're Brian's favorite fish. Monster Fish Gal says the beautiful star sapphires. Yes, I thought that would be a perfect ending to our very first live stream of down on Peplin Creek. I know you guys didn't see our faces too much this evening. Maybe we can find a way to show our faces in the corner a little bit more, but truly what it's about is the fish. We don't get to share these behind the scenes with you guys too much, so it's going to be nice going forward, monthly going forward, to do this with you guys. Edie says that snail knows how to pair a snail. Oh, Freaky Fish Lady says it's a creek that's by a koi farm that overflows into it. Oh, goodness, that's not good. Wish said that they had better net precautions to catch overflow. Almost magical there. Pigeon says, Charles is acting up in there, Brian. And only Oscar says, thank you for the live stream. You are more than welcome. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying it. Thank you for spending this hour with us this evening. I know we're not Danny and Kenny, but we were hoping to try to fill this hour the best we could, entertain you guys, and show you some nice fish. Benjamin says, thank you for sharing your fishies. Have a great night. Well, you also have a fantastic evening, Benjamin, and thank you for joining us. Freaky Fish Lady says, this has been so cool. Thank you. Dragon Lair says, cool stream. Roxy and Brian, thanks. Lady R says, love the stream. Roxanne and Brian, looking forward to many more of these. Griffin in 5 minutes, guys. And Chattanooga said, great stream. Thank you so much. We're going to be here for about 4 more minutes before we head on over to Ed's. Sorry. I read Ed in chat and I was trying to say Griff. So Griffin's live stream right next. What do you guys think the hashtag should be to go over to Griffin's this evening? And before you guys do head on over to Griffin's, stay tuned for the membership video, as well as the cute little ending that I made for this evening. Also, make sure not to miss the Aquarium Haul giveaway on fishfam.link this upcoming Tuesday with the adorable single Grant from Crayfish Empire. You guys are absolutely going to love it. He's an awesome, awesome human being, and he makes amazing products. You guys are really going to love him. Love this episode. And also, let's see. Make sure you guys hit up Keith at KJE Aquatics. I'm sorry, my mouth is stopping working. And check out his line of foods, his plants, all of his dry goods, his fruits, his medicines. If you need it, Keith is trying to be your one-stop shop. And if you don't see it, just email him and I'm sure he can get it in for you. And if you use code IHT20 until May 31st, you can save 20% off your total order and help him pay his tax bill. Aren't those Synodontists so cute? And also, make sure not to miss the Hot Mess on Express this Thursday, episode number 108 with the lovely Miss Dee Dee and I. Who knows what shenanigans we're going to get up to next weekend. And also, don't forget to have a peaceful Memorial Day tomorrow. Thank the servicemen and women that you know in your life. And just have a good day with your family, guys. We'll be here for 1 more minute, and then I'm going to play the outro video and the membership video. And I just want to say thank you all so very, very much for being here for our initial stream. It has been a pleasure hanging out with you guys this evening. But honestly, I can't wait until Danny and Kenny are back next week. It's going to be awesome. Always miss her giggle and his shenanigans. You never, oh goodness, he should be loaded with coincidence from this trip. Hopefully nothing too serious. And we have a super chat from Vision. Thank you so very much, Vision. Here's your video. You are so very kind. Thank you for that, Vision. And Monster Fish Gal thinks we should use Star Sapphire. Scotty says down on Pep. No, Scotty. Dee, no. Silver Sapphire. I like that one. Why are you guys trying to corrupt me? Yes, Vision. Thank you so much. It was a super sticker because I'm not seeing a sticker on my end, but thank you regardless. If you wanted to see the snail, I'll play the snail. Super chat. Okay. Thank you very much for the clarification, Dee Dee. Yes. Silver says, thank you, all active military and veteran in chat. We can do this stuff because of all y'all. Yes. Yes, very much so. And Vision says, remember Battle of An Nasiriyah. I'm sorry if I killed that name. 18 Marines lost. Yes, definitely remember your moment of silence tomorrow, guys. Hashtag DSL, great stream. Thank you so much, John. We Corrupt, who is the first fish tuber to make a pole dancing video? Was it me? Am I the first one? So we are here at 9 p.m. So let's head on over to Griff's. I'm going to play the membership live stream. And I just want to say just thank you so very much for joining us this evening. I wanted to say thank you so much, Brian, for being willing to do this with me and going around and showing all the tanks. I greatly appreciate you doing that, honey. I love you so very much. And I want to say members, super chatters, participants, lurkers, replay crew, we love each and every one of you, and we can't wait to do this again sometime within the next month. Thank you all for joining us this evening, and your loved ones. Call them, pull them in, give them hugs. Just show some love, be kind. And Kelly, $9.99 super sticker right at the end. Thank you so very much. Here's your video. Love you guys so very much. I'm going to play you the super chat video, and I'm going to play you the outro. Have a fantastic evening. We'll see you over at Griff's with #StarSapphires. Love you all.
Thank you all.
Bye. Out in the shore,